Mark? Where'd Mark go? Has anyone seen Mark? He's wearing a Jurassic Park t-shirt. He's terrible at his job. Oh, okay. Do you remember earlier when I said you might get wet? Blame Mark on this one. Sorry. Nah, it's just a Hollywood illusion. Result of thousands of gallons of water being released in special tanks at the top of the hill, and it comes down naturally. We pump all of that water back up to the top of the hill in less than a minute, ready for the next show. And people ask us all the time if it looks good on screen. Well, why don't you just tell me? Have a look. The tour is approximately at the halfway mark, so I want to remind everybody to stay seated during the entire tour. The studio is private property, and if at any time you drop your phone or you can't wait to use the restroom, pull the red cord above your head, and please do remain seated. This next area is also called Old Mexico. It's used in Nacho Libre with Jack Black, Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull with Harrison Ford, Criminal Minds Beyond Borders, and one of my favourite movies of all time, Three Amigos, Steve Martin and Martin Short. Ole! Love that movie, it's fantastic. If you haven't seen it, go and check it out. It's really good. Now we're going to leave Old Mexico behind and head into the Old West. Welcome to some of the oldest Western sets still standing on Earth. We call this area 6 Points, Texas. Recently used in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, directed by Quentin Tarantino and starring Leonardo DiCaprio. Some of your favourite Western stars have moseyed on down this street. Jimmy Stewart, John Wayne, Jeff Bridges, and even Jessica Simpson in her music video, These Boots Are Made for Walking. They certainly were. Another star whose boots are made for walking is my co-host, Jimmy Fallon. And here he is to show us a little bit more cowboy stuff. Yeehaw, etc.
Ahí a la derecha.
¿Verdad?
Ahí, allá.
This town ain't big enough for the both of us, Jimmy Fallon.
Well, I ain't going anywhere, Jimmy Fallon.
Esa,
Now look here. Nice folks in this tram don't want no trouble. They just want to check out 6 Points, one of the oldest sets on the Universal line.
I hear this is where John Wayne and Jimmy Stewart shot a few of their westerns.
That's right. That's where I aim to shoot you.
Looks like we got ourselves a Mexican standoff. Lucky shot.
Now let's see you mount up and get out of town while the getting's good.
All right. Well, I'll see you again, Fallon.
Oh, you can count on it, Fallon. Now get.
This is the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
We just have to talk it out, that's all.
I'm going to pause it right there so you can really see what that set looks like all dressed up. We've got those wagon wheels for the set dressing, the extras in Western garb, and of course the dirt on the ground. Now that's basically special Hollywood dirt that we bring in for production so that the ground looks authentic, because if it was asphalt you'd be like, that looks a bit modern. There's another company that makes something very simple like that for big productions like How the Grinch Stole Christmas. They make fake snow. It's made out of recycled shredded paper. It falls just like snow, it's biodegradable, which is great for the plants, but that's not the best part. The best part is that the company that makes it is called There's No Business Like Snow Business. Because Hollywood likes puns, like in a big way. It's actually quite great. It's almost British, you know what I mean? Over here on the left we've got this little park lake that was used in Desperate Housewives. When Terry Hatcher's character had to tell Edie Britt that she burned down her house. It's also where the creature from the Black Lagoon stalked his prey. And over here is where a bunch of other monsters began their journey in the Universal Monster Universe. Dracula, Frankenstein, the Wolfman, the Bride of Frankenstein, Abbott and Costello, and although you can't see him, the Invisible Man. But right now, it's all set up to be something a lot more heavenly, because it's The Good Place from The Good Place, starring Kristen Bell and Ted Danson.
You, Eleanor Shellstrop, are dead.
Cool.
This location, the afterlife. Come on, I've never ever
¿Qué te va
seen
diciendo a
this.
todos lados?
You're in the good place.
I'm not supposed to be here. I can't risk going to the bad place.
Okay, well, maybe it's not all that bad.
How can I help you?
What is the bad place
Lo de
like?
yogur.
Well, it doesn't sound awesome.
You should check out The Good Place. It's really good. It's in the name. And you can check it out on NBC.com and on NBC on Thursday nights. They're wrapping up the 4th season, and it's their final season. And I can't wait to find out how it all ends. Up here on the right-hand side, though, is the Court of Miracles where monster movies began with this guy. I am Dracula. Our first proper monster, Dracula, played by Bela Lugosi. That movie was so popular, we decided to follow it up with another movie you may have heard of, Frankenstein. Now, the part of Frankenstein's monster was offered up to Bela Lugosi, but he insisted on doing his own makeup. Here's a fact about Bela Lugosi. He was terrible at doing his own makeup. He looked so silly, they laughed him out of the audition. And in a fit of actor-like rage, he said, well, any actor could play this part. The part of Frankenstein's monster doesn't have any lines. So they found this extra called Boris Karloff, and he became a massive movie star. And Bela Lugosi had to play second fiddle to him for the rest of his career. And that image you're so familiar with of Frankenstein's monster with the bolts in the neck and the flat head top, we made that up here at Universal. It's not in the book, and it's been a iconic image of Frankenstein's monster ever since. It was scary. People were scared, like properly scared.
Mira.
Aquí hicieron la de Frankenstein.
Now I know you'll laugh at that one, but genuinely, people were so scared, people who worked here, like executives, that they asked him when he wasn't filming to wear a bag over his head. And there's